So you want to build a relationship with God. Well, understand what that is. That's you building a relationship with your higher self. And there's a few things that you can guarantee and count on if you're looking to build a relationship with God after many, many years of living in the physical flesh. Because what you're ultimately doing is you're kindling the spirit of God, so that you can, in essence, connect your personal spirit hand in hand with the Spirit of God that dwells within you. So, as I said, there's 3 things that you can definitely count on when you build a relationship with God, which is aka your higher self, the divine spirit, the divine consciousness, your higher self, is your flesh is going to fight it. Your flesh is going to have a problem with everything that you've been conditioned to worship, idolize, be attached to, have your identity conform to. Okay, because what you're doing when you build a relationship with God is you're going to strip away the physical flesh, because the spirit is going to be born within inside of you. The deeper and deeper you go, the higher and higher your consciousness rises, the more awareness you're going to have. And when that awareness settles in, the second thing is going to happen that you can guarantee on happening when you seek a relationship with God, and that is you're going to be exposed to the shit ways that you've been living, all the sinful ways that you've been living, the vices that you attach yourself to, and all the things that basically keep your spirit from ascending upwards. And when you're building a relationship with God, that's ultimately what you want. You want your consciousness to rise and go higher and higher and higher, and tap into the pineal gland, but we're not going to get into that. But as you begin to awaken, you're going to be exposed to, the way of life that was ultimately holding you back and creating this inner war with inside yourself that you can no longer endure, that you can no longer win, and therefore you're calling on the Spirit of God to come and help you and come and save you, which He ultimately will if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to maintain the discipline, if you're willing to leave your old habits behind, because God says, your ways are not my ways and your thoughts are not my thoughts. So the third thing is, when you're building a relationship with God, is you are going to be tested. You are going to be tested, because what you're doing is you're coming to God, you're asking for forgiveness, you're asking for Him to guide you and lead you. And when that happens, He's going to test you. He's going to see how bad it is that you ultimately want what it is that you say that you want. He's going to see if you're going to cave in, if you're going to be a weak little bitch, if you're going to just surrender and turn right back over because it's hard. Okay? God has to break you down so He can build you back up the right way. But in the midst of breaking you down, He's going to test you, because He's not going to waste His time on trying to build you back up if you are not going to be in it, if you are not going to put in the work, if you are not going to be committed to building the relationship, because God is here within inside of you at all times, watching you, guiding you, trying to get your attention, punishing you, rewarding you. All right. But if you are not going to put the focus and energy into the relationship, then you can expect the same thing over and over again. All right. So I just want to break these 3 things down for you, because there's a lot of people who are looking to build a relationship with God. There's a lot of people who are returning back to kindling their faith because of the hard times that are going on inside of our country right now, because of the hard times that are going inside of people's lives right now. And I'm telling you, if you're trying to maneuver through life, if you're trying to grow yourself into the best version of you, and you're not using the power of God, okay? I'm not talking about some old man or entity that dwells outside of you. I'm talking about the spirit, the power that created you and every single person in this universe, the creator of it all, okay? The divine intelligence that dwells in and with outside of you. If you're not trying to harness that and use it and activate it and tap into it and use it to your advantage in this life, you're leaving so much on the table, all right? So I encourage you, go build your relationship with God. Know what to look for. Stay strong, stay tight. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who are all on that same journey to grow and strengthen the relationship with the Most High, regardless of where you're at on your walk. And do it. This is a revolution. This is a spiritual war, and this is what we're about. All right? Much love. Jesse Piccolo. Messages. Tap in.